Hey people, Slime Dragon here. I was trying to actually record my thoughts on the episode on my camcorder. Unfortunately, that failed on me, and my desktops failed on me as well. Excuse me. My desktop failed on me as well because I can't even get to the start menu, unfortunately. And so I'm using my inbuilt webcam on my laptop, so my apologies if that I can't edit this, but this is the best I can do, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on the final chapter of Naruto. And what can I say? I dropped Naruto like over a year ago. I caught up very last minute because I heard that there was a final chapter coming around. I kind of always knew, but I didn't know when that final chapter would come around. And it was pretty nice getting to read the final chapter in colour. Everything pretty much turned out as predicted, with Naruto and Hinata together, of course. Thank you, Naruto, the final movie trailer. You didn't spoil that whatsoever, especially with Kakashi becoming the 6th Hokage. I mean, I did like that Kakashi became the 6th Hokage as well, because Obito wanted him to become the 6th, and, you know, after Kakashi kept his promise of becoming a great ninja, he also became Hokage, which is pretty badass. I mean, Kakashi was, you know, a great character, and I didn't want him to become, you know, just a throwaway like that. And it's pretty cool that he has a much bigger significance now in the ninja world, now that we know that he's a Hokage. But what really perplexed me was how I thought Danzo counted as the 6th Hokage, but apparently he didn't. Or maybe that might be in this translation, I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure even after he died, the council said that Danzo should still be acknowledged as the 6th Hokage, despite how his life was shortly lived when he became a Hokage. But it looks like Kishimoto just shitted all over that, or he just forgot. What else? As for the Black Ops, I was wondering, you know, what were they going to do with that? Did the Black Ops disband because of Danzo's death? Or what? I was thinking maybe Sai could have taken over as the leader of the Ambu Black Ops, particularly, instead of just being, well, Ino's husband and having a kid, which you can obviously tell is Sai and Ino's kid. And then there was Choji's kid as well, who was the fat girl, and it turns out Choji got together with that one girl from the Hidden Cloud Village. Didn't really see that coming, because I don't really think those two really ever communicated, to be honest. But whatever. I was particularly weirded out, like, how on earth Anko just became obese. I mean, I don't know what Kishimoto was thinking. He was just like, let's make let's make Anko fat for no reason whatsoever. But I suppose, well, Choji's daughter has someone to guide them, something like that. As for Azuma's kid as well, I thought Azuma had a boy, but his kid seems more feminine, so I imagine it's a girl, I think, even though I swear he said that, or Kurenai said that they were having a son. I'm pretty sure. But, I mean, who really cares, to be honest? I think it's cool that Azuma's kid wants to kind of, like, take under the wing of Guy and Kakashi. You haven't really had a student really, you know, go under the wing of Guy and Kakashi. So it'd be great to see a ninja that kind of brings in the best of Guy and Kakashi as a ninja. That would be pretty cool to see. And what else? Naruto's kid, Bolt. Other than that silly name, it's pretty much a cut and paste of Naruto's character, except with, you know, certain differences. The sole fact that Bolt has a family and a dad as a Hokage, and, I mean, Naruto did have a dad as a Hokage, but he didn't find out till, like, so many years. And, of course, Naruto, Hina, officially confirmed, of course. Although, can someone please explain to me what's up with the whole line thing going on with Naruto's kids' faces? What kind of genetic factor is that? I mean, I don't really get it. I mean, I think that was pretty cool that they put that on Naruto's daughter, when you saw her visiting Neji's grave. That was pretty sweet, to kind of signify that she is Naruto's daughter, but in all honesty, I would like to see more of a resemblance between Naruto's daughter with her and Hinata. I mean, I want to be able to guess just by looking at that character, that's Hinata and Naruto's daughter, very much like Bolt. In all honesty, like when I look at Bolt, I'm just like, I swear to God, Bolt is Naruto and Sasuke's illegitimate child, because Bolt's got the hairstyle, same hairstyle as Sasuke did, and or some may argue may be the same as Minato the fourth Hokage, but that's debatable. Maybe Naruto and Sasuke did have no illegitimate child somehow, and I think it was pretty cool seeing how Naruto changed. He's definitely become a lot more mature, especially, it's expected of a Hokage, to be honest. I mean, I didn't expect Naruto to be the same old goofy kid when he became Hokage, and so Naruto's got the respect of practically everyone. And as for Naruto's appearance, I really like it. It's not just a cut and paste hairstyle of Minato, as loads of deviant art people speculated that Naruto would just have longer, spikier hair. I liked how Kishimoto really just turned that on its head and gave Naruto an entirely, different look in that respect. And with Gaara as well, I think he just went down from spiky hair to just normal, straight hair. He looks a little more mature. Darui became the Raikage. Pretty neat, in all honesty. He's pretty badass. I don't see why not. He shouldn't become Raikage. Although I think maybe a few people may have speculated Killer Bee would become, but it's nice to see, not everything will work out as speculated, which is what I liked with how they just let Killer Bee be this lone wolf that's just becoming stronger, in all honesty. Sasuke's kid, Salada, I kind of got some issues about that in terms of, like, why Sakura and Sasuke? Is it to give Sakura's character some significance? Because I felt like Sakura's character could have perhaps had a higher or more important role in the Hidden Leaf in the future, although you can't really tell that just by reading the last chapter, I suppose. Maybe the film will actually fill in some of the gaps there, because I really want to understand, how did Sakura and Sasuke end up together? I mean, sure, like the chapter before, Sasuke did the same thing that Itachi did to him, with the whole figure thing in the forehead, but we'll see. Sasuke seems to be wandering around the whole world, like a wanderer's hobo, like Shimon in Gurren Lagann. And when Sasuke looked back, I was thinking, is that Shino? Was that little Russell Shino? I mean, I would be all up for Shino becoming the main villain in, like, the next generation of Naruto. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, this guy barely got recognition for anything. He was kind of left out in Naruto. So why not Shino? Let me know down below, whether or not you think Shino would make a decent enemy. And, for all we know, it could have been Orochimaru or Kabuto. But to be honest, I think, if they really do go through with this third generation Naruto thing, if it does become a thing and goes further beyond, like a spin-off, perhaps a new threat would be interesting, in all honesty. What else? 10-10, nothing much really there. She's just not doing well with her business, since there's peace in the world and there isn't much of a need for all those ninja tools. And as for Lee, took a new student under his wing. Sai, I think I may have said this already, I think he could have perhaps become in charge of the Black Ops, or would have liked some explanation of why there is no Anbu Black Ops, maybe. And Anko becoming obese, don't really get that. And I think that's practically all I really needed to say about that final chapter. I also liked, what they did there in the end. They put, like, the One Piece Straw Hat logo right bang in the end cover, and it's just like, yeah, there's going to be a crossover, but I imagine just for, like, a chapter, something like that. And I think that is it, really, for what I thought of the chapter. As for the series as a whole, Naruto did have its flaws. Would I recommend it to people? I'm not sure. I mean, it's got a massive library of chapters and episodes that still have yet to come to an end with the anime, and so I mean, as much as there's hate for Naruto and a lot of ridiculous amount of love for it. I feel that Naruto, it was a good ride, in all honesty. Despite the whole Great Ninja War, without Naruto, I wouldn't be here recording this video. I wouldn't have all these other videos. I wouldn't have watched all these other animes. And I think that's something we really do take for granted with Naruto. I mean, despite it going downhill, people still followed it. Regardless of what you thought of it, haters even followed it, and now the journey's come to an end. And I'm very thankful and grateful to Kishimoto for creating such a series. And without Naruto, I don't think anime would perhaps be as big as it is today, in all honesty. Because Naruto was a huge driving force, along with Bleach and One Piece as well. And hopefully something new will come in its place in the next several years, and I'll probably be doing a video on that. Who knows? But as for Naruto, will I miss you? Not much, I suppose, because I did get jaded like at the end of the Great Ninja World War. But in all honesty, I respect you, Naruto, of what actually, plowing through. And for all we know, I don't think Kishimoto can be entirely to blame for the story, because Shonen Jump really do have a big impact on the story. For all we know, they could have told Kishimoto to keep pushing on forward. They could have told him, Kishimoto, we're not happy with you ending the series in, 2 years after, Naruto fighting Pain. We want you to push it on for a good 4 or 5 years. It could have ended up like that, because Shonen Jump, they get the final say on whether or not they want a series to end. I mean, look at him and Reborn as well. Him and Reborn just ended like that. They just told the mangaka, just end it. We don't care, just end the actual story. And maybe the same thing happened in Naruto, except, in the opposite direction. They wanted Naruto to carry further on, as it was getting lots and lots of more money. And maybe this could have been out of Kishimoto's hands as an author, and that's something I've noticed a lot with shonen series in particular. Was Naruto a victim to the over controlness of Shonen Jump? I'm not even sure if what I said before that was a word, but do you think Naruto was perhaps just infected by the greed of Shonen Jump wanting to make more money, in the sense of how the Ninja War dragged out? To be honest, I feel like if Kishimoto had more control over his story, in that sense, where he could have ended whenever he wanted to, maybe the war could have been executed better. Maybe there could have been something between the war and, something before the war, that perhaps was more climactic than what we got. So just think about that, especially if you've read Bakuman, which is right here. So read Bakuman if you kind of want to understand a little more. And for people that have only watched Naruto and a few other anime like Attack on Titan or Sword Art Online, or maybe some of the other one-offs like Fullmetal Alchemist, Bebop, stuff like that, this is a good time to, look for some other series, get into them. There's a lot of good Shonen Jump manga out there, and Shonen Jump anime as well. Sorry, Shonen anime. And so, yeah, check out some of my other videos as well if you haven't really watched anything more other than just Naruto, although I highly doubt that. But yeah, give some other series a try. And Bleach, you really need to end. Definitely, for sure, Bleach, you really need to come to an end. But all in all, Naruto is finally finished. Not really gonna do a review of the whole series as a whole, because we'd probably be here all day. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I can get the archive back up next week. Catch you all later.